It looks like we had a warrant for your arrest at a Justice Court. It was for a shoplifting case from June 7th of 2025. I am going to quash the warrant. I will release you on this case. You must appear in Justice Court on August 8th at 8:30 a.m. If you don't appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're excused, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
So you know, Guillermo Michael refused again.
What is your full name, please?
Kamal Hamilton Fleming.
All right, Mr. Fleming. Let's see. Looks like you have, let's see, is there a prosecutor present yet? Nope, no prosecutor yet. Let's hold on. It's 5:02. Alma, can you email him and tell him to log on?
Mr. Stewart.
All right, sir, what is your full name at the jail, please?
Kamal Hamilton Fleming.
You are charged with 2 counts of offering to sell a narcotic drug. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. There is a adult probation hold on you. Mr. Posen?
Hello, Your Honor. Given all the circumstances, the inherent nature of the offense, defendant's history, prior conviction, $7,500.
Defense counsel?
Judge, we're asking for a $1,000 bond for time credit. He is being held no bond on the probation matter.
Mr. Fleming, your bond is set at $5,000. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. August 8th at 1:30 is your preliminary hearing. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Joseph Donald Bowman.
What's your last name again?
Bowman, Bowman.
All right, looks like you have a warrant for your arrest at a justice court on two separate cases. One was a DUI from May 10th of 2025. The other case was a disorderly conduct obstructing a public thoroughfare from May 16th of 2025. For both cases, I'm going to quash the warrant, release you on both matters. For both matters, you have a hearing date in justice court, August 8th at 8:30 a.m. You must appear in court this time. If you don't appear, more warrants will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, yeah.
You're excused. Thank you. Jail, are we going to be seeing Michael Guerrero tonight?
No, Your Honor, he refused.
What is your full name, sir, at the jail?
Lane Michael Chabria.
All right, Mr. Chavarria, you have a couple of cases. One was a warrant for your arrest out of Youngtown City Court. It was two separate cases. One was a resisting arrest charge. The other one was a theft charge. For both cases, I'm going to quash the warrants. I am going to release you. Your next court date in Youngtown, Arizona is going to be August 11th, 2025 at 2:00 p.m. You also had warrants for your arrest at a city court. One case was a criminal trespass case with a drug paraphernalia, a second case drug paraphernalia, a third case drug paraphernalia, a fourth case criminal trespass with drug paraphernalia. And then you picked up two separate new charges of drug paraphernalia, criminal trespass, and a second pending new case for drug paraphernalia. I'm going to set your bond at $500. Appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. Your next hearing date is going to be in city court on August 8th, 2025 at 1:45 p.m. I will appoint a city public defender to represent you. And if you were to bond out, your next hearing date is going to be September 2nd at 2:00 p.m. You are excused. Thank you. What is your full name, sir?
Henderson.
What's your first name again?
Dylan Edward Henderson.
You are charged with one count of domestic violence assault. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. Let's see. I am willing to let you be released, but you are not allowed to have any contact with the victim involved in this case. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. That is honestly wasn't planning on it.
All
I
right.
was
Hold on.
running from
Hold on. Do not call her. Do not text her. Do not social media her. Do not go to where she lives or works. Commit no further acts of domestic violence. Stay away from her, sir. Your next court date is going to be in Justice Court, August 8th, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. Make sure you appear in court. If you do not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You are excused. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
This way.
Defense counsel, public defender, are you there?
Yes,
What
Judge.
do you want to do on the Michael Guerrera case? We're just asking that he be held without. Do you want to continue one more time?
Oh, sorry, Judge. Judge, it's probably beneficial just to get it started. We can waive his presence. It looks like it's been a couple days.
All right, so let me call the case. State versus Michael Anthony Guerrero. The deputy county attorney is present, public defender is present. Mr. Guerrero he is in custody, but he has refused to appear for hearings for a few sessions. Public defender defense counsel is agreeing to waive his presence. Mr. Guerrero was charged with one count of unlawful flight from pursuing law enforcement vehicle. The alleged offense date was July 26th of 2025, And then yesterday, he picked up new charges of unlawful flight, criminal damage, endangerment, resisting arrest, and unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty to those charges. Mr. Poston
State asks for hold no bond. He was on release at the time.
and defense counsel, any objection?
Judge, we'll reserve arguments for the no bond hearing. We just asked to schedule a no bond hearing.
All right, court's going to hold without bond pursuant to the Arizona Constitution, which states that if he has a pending felony case and he's arrested on new felony charges, he's not entitled to bond. So August 8th at 1:30 p.m. is his preliminary hearing. For both cases, that is the preliminary hearing date. Both cases, he's held without bond. Both cases, the public defender's office is appointed to represent him. Let's see, hold on a second. All right, he also had some city court cases. Pima County Public Defender, Assistant Public Defender, are you willing to make a special appearance on his misdemeanor case just so that I can appoint a city public defender in his case and set the next hearing date?
Judge, because you said that you would appoint a sitting public defender, I will sit in for that one since he'll have another meeting.
I'm going to release him on the shoplifting case out of city court, set his next hearing date, September 26, 2025. But I am appointing counsel for him and letting them know that he's in custody on a felony. And I'll appoint the city public defender's office to represent him. Thank you.
Judge.
Yeah.
What is your full name, please?
Samantha Rose Rockefeller.
What's your last name?
Rockefeller.
You said your first name is Samantha, is that correct?
Yes,
Where did they get the name Johnson from?
that's my maiden name.
All right, looks like you're charged with criminal trespass in the third degree and 1 count of threats or intimidation. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I am willing to release you. Don't have any contact with the alleged victim and don't go back to the incident location. I will release you. Your next court date's in Justice Court, August 8th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. You must be present. If not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You are excused. Thank you.
Judge, I'm sorry. For clarity, was there a no bond hearing set for Mr. Guerrero?
Yes. Let me
Okay.
see.
Thank you.
It is set for August 4th at 2:30 p.m. for both cases. You're right. I didn't mention that. But I did see the paperwork. August 4th.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. What is your full name, please?
On the drug.
Is your middle name Renee?
Yes. No.
You had a warrant for your arrest out of Justice Court for refusing to provide your true name charge. The alleged incident date was December 1st of 2024. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you. Your next court date is going to be in Justice Court, August 8th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. You also had a warrant for your arrest out of City Court. Looks like a warrant went out for you March 28th of 2025. On that date, whoever posted your bond last time lost their money because you had not appeared in court. And it looks like you had this domestic violence case. A petition to revoke had been filed August 23rd, 2024. In that petition, it says you were placed on probation August 7th of 2024 for a domestic violence disorderly conduct. And it alleged that you had failed to complete your intake with probation, you failed to complete your domestic violence counseling, and you failed to complete your alcohol counseling. So that petition has been pending this whole time. I am going to set your bond at $2,500 cash and appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Your next hearing date is going to be August 6, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you. You are excused.
Good morning.
Hi, good evening, sir. What is your full name, please?
My charges?
No, what's your name?
Oh, Pedro. I don't know my charges. Like, what's going on?
What's your last name, sir?
TANO.
How do you say your last name? Acanya?
Oh,
Right. Looks like you had a warrant for your arrest out of South Tucson for a criminal trespass and a first-degree charge. It's been pending since March 6th of 2025. For that case alone, I'm going to quash the warrant, release you. You set your next court date in South Tucson City Court, August 12th at 10 a.m. I also saw you had warrants for your arrest at a justice court for 3 separate cases. One case was from September 8th, 2024 for criminal trespass in a second degree, October 18th, 2024 for domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence, criminal damage, and also a third case from March 16th, 2025 for criminal trespass and disorderly conduct. For those 3 cases out of justice court, I am going to quash the warrants. I'm going to release you on all 3 cases. Your next court date's in justice court, August 20th at 11 a.m. for all 3 cases. You also had some warrants for your arrest at a city court, and you had, let me see, how many files? A new charge of resisting arrest, obstructing a public thoroughfare, and drug paraphernalia. And then you had a warrant for your arrest for a threats, assault, and disorderly conduct charge. And then you had 2 other cases pending in city court for, no, it's actually 3 other cases pending in city court. Mr. Ocaño, your bond is set at $500. I'll appoint a city public defender's office to represent you. Your next hearing date in city court is August 8th at 1:45 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you. You're excused.
ma'am. Sorry. Judge,
Yes,
you confused me really bad.
you'll get copies of all your paperwork. Your cases in South Tucson and Justice Court, your release. You
Okay, sorry.
have a
See,
bond in your
ma'am.
city court case of $500. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Sierra Taylor.
You have a charge out of justice court. It was a shoplifting warrant for your arrest from, it's been pending since September 20th, 2024. I'm going to quash the warrant. I see you have a hold out of Superior Court. I'm going to release you on this misdemeanor case only. Set your next court date for August 8th at 8:30 a.m. in Justice Court. And I'll let Justice Court know that you have a hold on you. You're excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Nicholas Anthony Whitby.
You had a warrant for your arrest out of justice court for a shoplifting case that's been pending since July 14th of 2024. I'm going to quash the warrant. In that case, the judge wants you held. I'm going to set your bond at $1,000. Appoint Jill Gukin as your attorney. Your next hearing date's going to be tomorrow, July 30th at 1:00 p.m. Your attorney will see you at the courthouse or see you on video. You also have new charges out of city court for 2 counts of disorderly conduct and a criminal damage charge from today's date.
Yes, ma'am.
And you had a warrant for your arrest for 2 count of criminal damage, criminal trespass, sitting on a sidewalk from January 16th of 2025. It was in warrant status. And then smoking marijuana in public and trespassing from May 23rd of 2025. I'm going to quash those warrants. I'm going to set your bond at $500. City Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your next court date is going to be in City Court, August 8th, 2025 at 1:45 p.m. And that's if you're in custody. If you're able to post that bond, it'll be August 27th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Don't have any contact with the people that apparently you got in a fight with today. And don't go back to the incident location at 395 South Prudence Road. You are
Yes, ma'am.
excused. Thank you.
Am I released or am I staying booked?
Have a $500 bond on your city court case.
So is that released or is that inside?
$500 bond you have to post at a city court.
I really know what that means. Okay.
What is your full name, please?
James Arturo Palomares.
Palomares, looks like you were, maybe you had police contact, or the police officers found a warrant for your arrest for a failure to remain at an accident scene. This case has been pending since February 8th of 2023. I am going to quash the warrant, enter plea of not guilty. As you can see, Mr. Palomares, these cases just don't go away. You have to appear in court.
Yeah.
So-
I thought.
Hold on, Mr. Palomares. I'm not asking you to speak. I'm just
Yes,
letting
ma'am.
you know you must appear in court to resolve your cases. So the case is
Okay.
not going to go away. You have to appear in court September 2nd at 2:00 p.m. If you don't appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You are.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sarah.
What is your full name, please?
Dino Cisneros.
Cisneros, you are charged with 1 count of assault and drug paraphernalia from today's date. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. You also had 2 warrants for your arrest for a criminal trespass charge from November 16th of 2024 and
2
a
warrants?
criminal trespass on the first degree from September 17th of 2024. Mr.
Does it
Cisneros,
all-
hold on, I'm not asking you to speak. I'm going to quash the warrants. Are you living in Tucson, sir?
I am. In Miranda and Tucson.
So, Mr. Cisneros, I'm going to allow you to be released. You're not allowed to go back to any Dollar General stores in Tucson. Do you understand? And
Dollar General, that's fine. I mean, but the bottom line is, if I may speak, explain to you that.
actually, don't have any contact with the staff members at Dollar Tree.
Okay, but
I
if
will
I explain
release
to you,
you. Your next court date's in City Court, August 28th, 2025 at 2:00 p.m. Make sure you appear, sir. If you do not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You are excused. Thank you.
this case should be dropped immediately.
Well, you got to show up in court to talk to the prosecutor.
I. This will be dangerous.
Go ahead. Downstairs, have a seat.
What is your full name, please?
Liliana Martinez.
Is your middle name Liana or Leonette?
Yes. Liana.
All right, so it looks like you've picked up new charges today for disorderly conduct, criminal trespass in a second degree, and criminal damage. That is out of South Tucson. You also had 2 warrants from your arrest for out of South Tucson for shoplifting charges. One case is from May 30th of 2025. One case is from June 17th of 2025. So, Ms. Martinez, as you can see, if you don't appear in court, warrants will issue for your arrests, and you're already in custody based on those warrants. These cases will never go away until you appear in court. Do you understand?
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to release you on all 3 cases. Your next court date in South Tucson City Courts, August 12th at 10 a.m. Make sure you appear. And do not go to 2800 South 4th Avenue. Do you understand?
What is the address?
2800 South 4th Avenue. It'll be on your paperwork. You also had a new charge of drug paraphernalia out of city court, and then you had 2 cases in warrant status out of city court. One case was a drug paraphernalia case, one case was a shoplifting case. I'm going to give you a chance to also appear in that court on your own, September 3rd at 9 a.m. If you don't appear, warrants will issue for your arrest. You are excused. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Is there a Spanish interpreter present?
Yes, Your Honor.
I believe this next person might be Spanish speaking.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
What is your full name, sir?
Diga su nombre completo, señor.
Olvan Alid Menocal Medina.
Olvan Alidi Menocal Medina.
You are
Sí.
charged with 1 count of aggravated DUI and 1 count of unlawful flight from law enforcement.
Se le ha presentado un cargo de manejando bajo la influencia y un cargo de fugarse ilícitamente de los agentes del orden público.
I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty.
Voy a sentar unas declaraciones de no culpable de su parte.
You have a constitutional right to remain silent and to be represented by an attorney.
Tiene el derecho constitucional de guardar silencio y ser representado por un abogado.
You do have an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing.
Para esta audiencia de esta noche, tiene una abogada sentada a un lado de usted.
I'm going to hear first in the prosecutor's office regarding his bond recommendation.
Primero voy a escuchar de parte de la Fiscalía en cuanto a la recomendación de fianza.
Mr. Poston?
Señor Paulson.
Fifth, this would be the DUIs. He has 5 previous DUIs. The
Esto
state site.
sería, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Please go ahead.
Este es su 6º caso de manejando ebrio. Tiene 5 casos previos de manejando bajo la influencia.
He has prior felony DUIs. He has prior misdemeanor DUIs. He has a history of failing to appear for court hearings. And as his 6th DUI, he is facing mandatory prison. 50,000 flight risk.
Okay. Él tiene delitos mayores de manejando bajo la influencia. Él tiene delitos menores de manejando bajo la influencia. Tiene un historial de no presentarse al proceso en el tribunal y está enfrentándose con prisión obligatoria como una pena.
Defense counsel?
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Menocal Medina is released to pretrial services.
Dice la abogada defensora que estamos solicitando que el señor Menocal Medina sea liberado bajo la supervisión de los servicios preprocesales.
His last felony was nearly 15 years ago, and he successfully completed parole over 10 years ago.
Su último delito mayor ocurrió hace más de 15 años atrás y él completó satisfactoriamente su libertad a prueba.
He's lived in Tucson for 30 years, and he lives with his family.
Él ha vivido en Tucson por 30 años y él vive con su familia.
And I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but he is fully employed as an electrician. So we're asking that he's released to pretrial services.
Y él está empleado horas completas como electricista y estamos pidiendo que sea liberado bajo los servicios preprocesales.
Mr. Menocal Medina, your bond is set at $50,000.
Señor Menocal Medina tiene una fianza de $50,000.
Plus release of pretrial services if you're able to post that bond.
Si acaso es apto de depositar esa fianza, usted será liberado bajo la supervisión de los servicios preprocesales.
If you're able to post that bond, you cannot drive without a valid license, and you cannot drink any alcohol or take any illegal drugs.
Si acaso usted puede deposita esa fianza, no se le permite conducir sin licencia vigente y no puede conducir bajo la influencia de alcohol o cualquier droga.
The Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you.
Se le asigna en la oficina del defensor público a que lo represente.
Your preliminary hearing is set August 8th at 1:30 p.m.
Su audiencia preliminar está programada para el 8 de agosto a la 1:30 de la tarde.
Your attorney will be in touch with you soon.
Su abogado se pondrá en contacto con usted pronto.
You're excused. Thank you.
Está libre de retirarse. Gracias. And may the interpreter be excused, Your Honor.
I don't know. Jail, are there any Spanish-speaking individuals?
No, ma'am, not that we know of. I think everybody else is English speaking.
All right. Spanish interpreter, please be available by phone in case we need to call you back.
I shall. Thank you kindly. Good night.
You can go straight to the start now. Oh,
What is your full name at the jail, please?
Albert Arias Vasquez.
You're charged with unlawful use of means of transportation. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor. Mr. Poston, your bond recommendation?
Your Honor, this is Mr. Arias, correct?
No.
2,500.
Defense counsel?
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Arias is released to pretrial services. Pretrial services identified this as a nonviolent felony. He's lived in Tucson for 9 years. His last arrest was over 15 years, or was nearly 15 years ago. And if he were released, he'd go to his mother's house.
Mr. Otters, because of your 2 prior alleged felony convictions, your bond is set at $2,000. No contact with the victim involved in this case. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set August 8th at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. You also had a warrant for your arrest at a justice court for a shoplifting case from September 3rd of 2024. I'm going to quash your warrant, release you. Your next court date's in justice court, August 8th at 8:30 a.m. And I'll let justice court know that you're currently in custody on a felony. You are excused. Thank you.
Do we have another question?
Listo. Going for sí.
What is your full name, please?
Fernando Arvizo.
Mr. Arvizo, you're charged with 2 counts of misconduct involving a weapon, unlawful possession of narcotic drug, unlawful possession of dangerous drug. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutors regarding his bond recommendation. And I see you're on felony probation. Jail, does he have a probation hold on him?
No,
No,
ma'am.
Judge.
All right, Mr. Poston.
$2,500 bond.
Defense counsel?
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Arvizo is released to pretrial services. Pretrial services identified this as a nonviolent felony. He's fully employed. He's a lifelong resident of Tucson, and he does have confirmed housing and transportation to court.
Mr. Arvizo, your bond is set at $5,000. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. You are not allowed to possess any firearms or weapons. Your preliminary hearing is set August 8th at 1:30 p.m. You also had a misdemeanor warrant for your arrest for driving on suspended license. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you. Your next court date in Justice Court is August 8th at 8:30 a.m. And I'll let Justice Court know that you're currently in custody on a felony. You also had a new charges of resisting arrest and disobedience to a police officer from today's date at a city court. I'm going to quash those warrants. I'm sorry. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. Sorry about that. Set your next court date in city court, September 26th at 9 a.m. I will appoint a city public defender to represent you in this matter, and your city public defender's office will be in touch with you also. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Byers?
What is your full name, please?
Joseph Daniel Byers.
You have been arrested and accused of the crimes of unlawful possession of a narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing date?
Yes.
I will release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitored treatment as directed by pretrial services. While you're on release status, you cannot drink any alcohol or take any illegal drugs. Public defender's office is appointed to represent you. Your first hearing is called a STEPS hearing. It is set for August 5th, 2025 at 9 a.m. And defense counsel, you waive time limits for the preliminary hearing?
Yes, Judge.
Alma, when is the PH? 45 days out. PH is set for September 12th at 1:30 p.m. Mr. Byers, make sure you stay in touch with your attorney. You're excused.
Hold on. Can you read this? So it's August 5th then.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Good day.
What is your full name, please?
Robert Sanchez Escobedo.
Mr. Escobedo, you have two separate felony cases. One was a felony warrant for your arrest for unlawful use of means of transportation, unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. The alleged incident date was from January 14th of 2025. You also had new charges from today's date for unlawful possession of narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendations. Mr. Poston?
Your Honor, on the warrant, 5,000 for the warrant text and 10,000 on the case ending in 246 consecutive. It's based on the nature of the offense, his history, prior felonies, extended with prison history. He's got a failure to appear history, no known residence, and we're talking over 20 grams each of meth and fentanyl pills.
All right, Mr. Escobedo, and that drug is from that's on the felony warrant?
Yes, Your Honor.
You said yes?
Correct.
Okay, all right. So, Mr. Escobedo, for your warrant case, your bond is set at $5,000.
Judge, if I could be heard on release conditions. Yeah. Judge, we're asking that Mr. Escobedo's release to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined, a substantially lower bond. It looks like this matter was refiled and he didn't receive notice of it. He's a lifelong resident of Tucson. If you're released, he'd go to his mother's house. So, and I talked to him a little bit about if you're unsure or confused about court dates, it's really important that you get in touch with your attorney. Your attorney's going to have those court dates. He tells me he understands that if he has any issues, he needs to get in touch with his attorney. So we're asking for his release.
Mr. Escobedo, for each of your cases, your bond is set at $5,000. They are consecutive bonds. For both cases, the public defender's office is appointed to represent you. For your warrant case, your arraignment date is set for August 5th at 1:30 p.m. For your new charges, your preliminary hearing is set for August 8th at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you. You're excused.
Hold on.
Cool.
What is your name, please?
My name is Gregory Hudson.
Hudson, you had a felony warrant for your arrest for 2 separate counts of aggravated DUI. The alleged incident date was March 3rd of 2021. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, quash the warrant. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearings. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor regarding his bond recommendation. Mr. Poston?
This individual's been out on warrants for over 4 years. The state fails to see community ties. The state does see his failure to appear, obviously. Prior felonies, prior misdemeanors, history of violent behavior, and the nature of the offense. This would make his fourth $25,000.
Mr. Poston, the bond, okay, I'm sorry, defense counsel, go ahead.
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Hudson is released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined to substantially lower bond. It looks like the bond listed on the warrant is $2,500, and we're asking for even lower than that. Mr. Hudson, him and his family bought a house, and in kind of the frenzy of all of that, they couldn't find their paperwork, and he forgot about the court date. However, we did talk about the importance of staying in touch with his attorney if there's any issues with court, and making sure that he's reachable. Has lifelong ties to Arizona. He's fully employed, and he's a primary breadwinner for his family. So we're asking that he's released to pretrial services.
Mr. Hudson, your bond is set at $5,000. I will note the warrant says $2,500, but I am setting a $5,000 bond considering his alleged criminal history. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. You're also going to be released to the supervision of pretrial services. If you're able to post that bond, you must comply with any monitor treatment as directed by pretrial services. You're not allowed to drink any alcohol, take any illegal drugs. You're not allowed to drive without a valid license. The Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your arraignment date is set for August 5th at 1:30 p.m. You also had a warrant for your arrest out of city court. It was for refusing to provide your true name to a police officer on March 8th of 2023. I'm going to quash the warrant, enter plea of not guilty, release you on the misdemeanor case only. September 26, 2025 at 9 a.m. is your next court date in city court, and I will appoint a city public defender to represent you in that case. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What is your full name, please?
See one more.
You are charged with 1 count of armed robbery. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear from the prosecutor regarding their bond recommendation. Mr. Poston?
Your Honor, the state is asking for $5,000. It's the inherent nature of the offense, the allegations that he used a knife, no known residence, history of FTA. He's an NVCA, yes. He's a 4 and a 6 out of 6. And the state therefore recommends $5,000.
Defense counsel?
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Omar is released to pretrial services. He has lifelong ties to Tucson. It appears on pretrial that he has no prior felonies, so it's likely that he would be probation available at trial. And if you're released, he'd go to his sister's house. So we're asking that he's released to pretrial services.
Mr. Omar, your bond is set at $5,000. You are not allowed to have any contact with the victim in this case, and go to the incident location. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Possession of firearms or weapons. Your preliminary hearing is set to August 8th at 1:30 p.m. You also had a warrant for your arrest out of city court. It was for a complaint filed for domestic violence assault, domestic violence criminal trespass in the first degree, and domestic violence criminal damage. The misdemeanor case is from March 25th of 2025. I'm going to quash the warrant, enter pleas of not guilty. Oh, let's see. Hold on a second. I see something here. That's out of city court. I'm in pleas of not guilty, quash the warrant. Set your bond at $2,000 out of city court. City Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your next hearing date in city court is going to be August 6th at 1:30 p.m. You also had a warrant for your arrest out of South Tucson. It was for a shoplifting and criminal trespass case on March 7th of 2025. I'm going to quash that warrant, release you 12th at 10 a.m. is your next court date in South Tucson, and I'll let South Tucson know that you're currently in custody on a felony matter. You are excused. Thank you.
Judge, I'm sorry, what time is the South Tucson matter?
August 12th at 10 a.m.
Thank you.
What is your full name, please?
Victoria Rios.
What is your middle name?
Patterson.
You're charged with 1 count of domestic violence, aggravated assault. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear from the prosecutor, Mr. Poston.
Your Honor, the state's recommending a $7,500 bond. The defendant allegedly struck her boyfriend, headbutted him, pulled a knife on him, threatened to kill both of them. The victim has concerns about his ongoing safety based on my read in this, and he did sustain a bruise. He did sustain some bruising. And Your Honor, the state notes the inherent violence of the offense is the use of the knife.
Defense counsel.
Judge, we're asking that Ms. Rios is released to pretrial services. She has no priors. If she were released, she'd go to a women's shelter. And it also states here that the victim in this case does not object to her release. So we're asking that she's released to pretrial services. Oh, and one more, Judge, pretrial does identify her as a level 1, which is the lowest supervision needs.
Ms. Rios, I am going to set a bond. It's going to be a $5,000 bond. You are not allowed to have any contact with your boyfriend or the victim in this case. You cannot call him, text him, see him, social media him. Don't go to where he lives or works. Possess no firearms or weapons. Commit no further acts of domestic violence. If you're able to post that bond, you will be released to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitoring treatment they recommend. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. August 8th at 1:30 p.m. is your next hearing date. You're excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Miguel Rivera.
You're charged with what? You had a felony warrant for your arrest for transportation of a narcotic drug for sale. The alleged incident date was from August 22nd of 2019. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor regarding his bond recommendation. And I see you are on felony probation out of Maricopa County. Mr. Poston?
Your Honor,
Sorry, Mr. Poston?
a probation hold.
There's no probation hold.
Your Honor, 25,000 is the warrant amount.
Mr. Poston, do you know how much drugs are involved in this case, allegedly?
Moment. Just a moment. Forgive me, Your Honor, computer's acting up. Give me just one moment, please.
Okay.
No, we're just listening. We're just listening right now. Okay.
Having trouble accessing it. Give me just one moment. I apologize. Your Honor, at this point, the state is Your Honor, the state's going to actually the state. See, I believe there's a basis for a hold without bond here,
Even though the
because if
warrant says $25,000?
one moment. Let me pull up. I have the right screen now. Looking at it. Your Honor, I did not have that in front of me. $100,000.
Defense counsel.
Judge, I'm sorry, I'm a little flabbergasted. We're asking that Mr. Rivera is released to pretrial services. He's lived in Arizona for 14 years. He's fully employed. And this case, it looks like it was dismissed and then refiled years later. Yeah, it looks like it was dismissed and then refiled in 2023. He has no, so we're asking that he is released to pretrial services, Judge. It looks like there may have been some confusion even about him having notice about this at all, because there was the probation matter going on. So we're asking that he's released to pretrial services.
Mr. Rivera, your bond is set at $25,000. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set August 8th at 1:30 p.m. and I am setting the bond amount wanted on the warrant in the case. Thank you. You're excused.
No.
What is your full name, please?
Madison Ray Schroeder.
All right. Looks like you had a felony warrant for your arrest out of Pima County Superior Court, charging you with 1 count of conspiracy from April 3rd of 2024. 3 counts of unlawful possession of dangerous drug for sale from October 31st of 2024. 2 counts of unlawful possession of narcotic drug for sale from October 31st, 2024. Conspiracy illegally conducting an enterprise from April 3rd, 2024. Money laundering from November 6th, 2024. Unlawful possession of a weapon during a drug offense, October 31st, 2024. Unlawful possession of marijuana, October 31st, 2024. Unlawful possession of narcotic drug from November 6, 2024. Court will enter pleas of not guilty. And you also had another warrant for your arrest out of Superior Court for 1 count of unlawful possession of a dangerous drug and 2 counts of unlawful possession of narcotic drug and 1 count of unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia from August 30th of 2024. I'm going to quash those warrants, enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent and to be represented by an attorney for both cases. You do have an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I did get a bond and recommendation from the Attorney General's office on the multiple count indictment, and they're asking for a $30,000 bond. Mr. Poston, on the dangerous drug narcotic possessions from August 30th, 2024, what's the state's recommendation?
$500, Your Honor.
You said $500 on the warrant?
And $500.
500. Okay. Defense counsel?
Judge, we're asking that Ms. Schroeder's released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined to substantially lower bond. She has lifelong ties to Tucson and confirmed housing, and she wasn't aware of her court date, so that's why she missed court. So we're asking for one more opportunity for her to be released to pretrial services. Don't say anything. Don't.
Ms. Schroeder.
Your Honor, if the Attorney General could just add in, she had informed law enforcement that she was quite aware of many of her court dates that she chose to not go to, and in fact, promised to make appearances to law enforcement, and she failed to follow up or show up or contact them again.
Ms. Schroeder, your bond is set on the multiple count indictment. Your bond is set at $30,000. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. No contact with any victims in that case. Possession of firearms or weapons. Your arraignment date is set for August 5th at 1:30 p.m. Regarding the drug charges from August of 2000, August of 30th of 2024. That case, the bond is set at $500. Public Defender's Office is appointed. Your arraignment date is set for August 5th at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. You also had a misdemeanor warrant for your arrest out of city court for drug paraphernalia possession.
Judge, one moment, if I may, just for clarity, both of her arraignments are set for the 5th.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ms. Schroeder, you have a misdemeanor drug paraphernalia possession out of city court. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you. City public defenders appointed. September 26th at 9 a.m. is your next court date in city court. And I'll let city court know that you're currently in custody on 2 separate felony cases. You are excused. Thank you. Everyone's excused. Thank you.
Thank you.